Okay, let's talk the Iran nuclear treaty. It's not a treaty. The Iran nuclear agreement that the president and the other European countries have entered into with Iran about the nuclear weapons. I see it as a jobs bill. There was no way we were going to stop Iran from building their nuclear weapons. We're not going to be able to stop the Saudis if they want to, or anyone else. We weren't able to stop the North Koreans. People want to build nuclear weapons. They're going to build nuclear weapons. There's no getting away from it. And then when you have rogue nations, and Russia is a rogue nation, then we have rogue nations like Russia who are going to be pumping technology to these countries, give them missiles, give them defense to be able to do what they want to do. You're just going to have more nuclear proliferation. What we're going to have to do, of course, is get defensive and be very protective of our mainland, United States, and of course any of our friends. This is now going to force us to have to build up our defense. We're going to have to ramp up defense. It's going to happen. Don't anybody tell you otherwise. They're going to say, hey, this really helps us. It doesn't help us. If you watch the Iranian leader, Khamenei, he still hates the United States. He hates anything that has to do with the United States. Israel to him is the United States. And then we're going to have to be in a position where we're going to be pushing back and not allow Khamenei to hurt our friends. I really question whether the president will do something like that and would really stand up for our friends. I do question that with President Obama, a good man and a lot of great intentions, but I really think he's blown it here. But what he's done, though, is in a weird way, he's going to be able to help the economy, because you can believe that the Congress is now going to start just pumping cash into defense. If it isn't this year, it's going to be next year. We're going to start getting new missiles, new defense missiles, new offensive weapons, and be able to build up the Army and the Marines to be in a position that we can defend ourselves, build up the Navy, maybe build some more carriers. We're down to like virtually zero carriers, very minimal. We can't really protect ourselves outside of the Atlantic or maybe a part of the Pacific. So what this Iranian agreement, nuclear agreement, has done is really just kind of accelerated the Cold War, we believe. It's just going to make it worse. It's just going to make people want to spend more money. Then the Iranians are going to want to build their stuff up. The Saudis are going to build their stuff up. Of course, the Israelis are going to keep building their stuff up, being the smallest little country in the Middle East. I mean, everybody who gets on Israel doesn't understand. If all you do is look at a football field and stick a match pack on the 50-yard line, that's Israel surrounded by their Arab neighbors. What's really interesting, though, about what's going on is that the Israelis are becoming much closer with some of their Arab neighbors. They're talking to the Saudis. They've just reopened their embassy in Egypt. They're really open to Jordan. They're really trying to work with their friends, and we are forcing our friends to build their own little coalition down there, which is good to fight in ISIS, but is not good to be able to fight a Russia who is now sending in their troops into Syria, and then when the first troop dies, they're going to blame us or blame someone else and then try to get in there deeper and deeper. And that'll be another discussion. Hopefully it'll be their Vietnam. But this is what's leading up for us. We are going to have to defend our friends. We're going to have to defend ourselves. Nobody believes us anymore. We are very, very, very weak. Acting weak. We're not a weak country, but we're acting weak. And being nice doesn't help all the time. Sometimes you got to let somebody know, I love you, but you better respect me, because if you don't respect me, there's going to be a problem. And we're going to force respect, which means we're now going to have a much bigger defense area. There's going to be lots of contracts going out for defense. Just wait, you'll see it. And it's going to be very interesting, because there'll be more people working. It'll help the employment, and maybe this is what the president had in the back of his mind all along. Who knows? Who knows? But man, you can believe it. Get ready. Defense build up like crazy. But everything works out here. Peace.